All right, let's go ahead and use the clip matrix to arrange our beat. All right, so what we need to do is go back to main. Let's make sure we name everything. We know that's our audio. Let me see. What's this right here? This is our 808, so let's name our 808. It's easier to name the stuff so when you go into the clip matrix, you can know what you're doing, right? So we know that's our 808. We know that's our drums. We know that's our audio track. What is this? Let's play. That's like a string, right? So we can name that string. All right. Now, what's this one right here? That's our bass. It tells us right there, but I like to hear it. All right, let's do it. Let's close. We know that's our top melody, and we know that's our chord progression, right? So we have everything lined up already. So let's go ahead. Let's go to arrangement, right? So we're in our arrangement. First, let's go to our clip matrix. We need to delete all these. Delete that, delete that, delete that. And for our arranger, we can take it, move it away. Just show arranger in the clip matrix. Let's take that out. We don't need it to be showing up because we can't do nothing with it inside the clip matrix. There's no copy and pasting the arranger. So I don't leave it in here. I take it out, move it, and just leave the clips that I can actually edit and, you know, delete, move, and copy and paste and stuff like that. That's the only thing that I leave in here. I don't need it, the arranger, because I can't do nothing with it in here. All right, so now let's go back to main. Let's go back to, where is that? Let's go back to track 1. Let's start from track 1, right? Because we have, how many we have? 7 tracks, and we need to put all 7 tracks inside this clip matrix here, right? On track 1. So let's go back to main. Right here, arranger. This, once you're in arrangement, this icon right here, remember, it's different. If you're in your plugin, it's not this. This is to duplicate the plugin. Let's go into arranger. Let's hit that. It went there already. So let's go to track 2. Let's go back and hit it. Let's go to track 3. It automatically take you to the clip matrix, but we want to go back to the arrangement so we can drop it in there. Let's go to 4. Drop it in there. Let's go to 5. Bring it back to arrangement and drop it in there. Let's go to 6. Go back to the arrangement. Let's drop it in there. Let's go to 7. Go back. Let's drop it in there. We only had 7 tracks. All right. Now, once we go to the clip matrix right here, double click this. And there they go. They're all there. So if we hit this play one right here. That's all we need right there, right? So what I do, I like to name these now. Settings, I like to put that as intro. This one, I like to call this the hook. This one, I like to call this the verse. Let's do verse 1, because we have more than one verse. Let's call this verse 2. Let's call this verse 3. Let's call this bridge. All right, so that's our whole track right there. So I shouldn't have named them first. What I should have did was copy this and paste it first, because it's going to name it intro. We'll do it over though, but let's go. Paste, 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 paste. Now let's rename it. Hook, verse 1. verse 2, verse 3, bridge. All right, that's our thing right there. That's what we're using. Let's go. So what I need to do now is for the intro, I don't want the drums, so we can delete that. I don't want the 808, we can delete that. We can leave the audio in there, which is our vocal. Let's listen what it sounds like. Let's take out the... All right, let's listen. I like that. Now let's listen to our hook. That's our intro. We're gonna leave it like that. Now let's go to our hook. Woo! All right, I like that. So now our hook got everything in there. We can leave that as is. Now let's go to our verse 1. With my verse 1, I don't like to have, so let's edit the event. I don't like to have the hi-hats in there. So we do that, hit the hi-hat, hold shift, delete, right? So the hi-hats is gone out of there. So let's go back to our matrix. Let's listen. I could take the audio out of that, so let's delete that. Let's delete the bass. All right, so I see this. So I see these two is missing, right? So we could take out two more things over here. So let's take out the chord progression on verse 2. So let's delete the chord progression. Let's listen what that sound like with the top notes. So let's take the bass out of this one. Delete. I meant to take the bass out of this one, but we took the string out, but that's fine. Let's listen. I don't want the hi-hats in this. So what I'll do, I will delete this. The hi-hats is already in this one, so we'll copy that and paste that here. Right, we copied this one because remember we took the hi-hats out of that and we pasted it down here. So let's listen. Let's listen it with verse 1. All right, let's go to verse 2. All right, so with verse 3 now, I want to take the hi-hats, right? Let's edit the event. I want some of the hi-hats in, but let's take like most of the rolls and stuff out. So let's zoom in. Let's highlight these. Let's take the rolls out. Take the rolls out. Shift, delete, Shift, delete. Let's leave the one at the end, all right? Now what we could do is just take some of these out too. So we just wanted to hit a little bit, right? Not too much hi-hat rolls and stuff. So let's listen. Let's go back to the matrix. Let's listen to this. But before we listen, let's listen. It sounds different than these ones up here. Listen. All right, so for this one, we're gonna take out everything, right? For this one, we're gonna take out the top, delete the top. We're gonna delete the string. Let's see. Let's go back in here. Let's edit the event. Let's take some of the claps out, right? Let's take that clap out, that clap out, that clap out. Let's take that one out, and let's take that one out. All right, so let's listen. Let's go back to our matrix and let's play this one. All right, now for the bridge we're gonna take mostly everything out. Let's leave the chord progression. Let's delete the top. Let's delete the bass, the string. Let's delete that and bring this one down there. Copy. Let's bring this. Paste. All right. But instead of that, let's edit this. Let's edit the event, right? And take the kick out of that one. Shift and delete it. All right, so only the 808 will play. Matrix. All right. I need to take the hi-hats out of there. Let's take the hi-hats completely out of this one. So let's hit that, shift, delete. Now let's go back to the matrix. Let's listen. Stop. I need to edit it again, edit event. Oh, so we might as well get rid of the, let's go back to the arranger. Let's just delete this whole thing because it has nothing in there now if we delete the snare. So let's listen. Then we go back into the hook. All right, so it's that simple, right? So now let's go ahead. What we got to do now is set up to record everything to make our whole track now. So let's go to main. Let's go to take this looper off, right? We could take the looper off, right? And matter of fact, let's leave the looper on. What we could do is turn the bars, right? Turn these bars to whatever, to like 100 or something like that, 200 bars, right? Because if you notice, let's go to right here. We're going to set everything in here, right? So let's go to right here. Let's put it on like 200. Do it, right? So if we go back to the main menu, or no, go back to the matrix, right? we can see that everything is here. We got the whole 200 right here, right? That's where our whole track is going to go at. Our whole track is going to go there. We're not going to use 200 bars at all, right? So what I like to do is I like to put my start right here on the 8. I like to start on the 8. Or on the 9. I like to start on the 9. I'm sorry. Let's start on the 9, right? So we could keep everything that we already have. Somebody in the comments said they'll go into the use a second sequence. I guess you can do it like that, but I never did it like that. This is how I always do it, right? Because I hate using multiple sequence. I always use one sequence. All right, so we're here. Let's start at the 9. That's where we're going. So what we need to do is go back to the clip matrix, right? And we can use record. The reason why I use record is because I have an audio track. If you use overdub, it won't play the audio in there. I tried that before. I don't know if it was a mistake. I never tried it again. I always use a record when I'm layering out the beat, all right? I did it one time and it didn't record whatever my audio track was. It didn't send it into the arrangement. So what I need to do now is just hold record down. Hold on. Hold record down to arranger, right? And then what we need to do, once we hit the intro, it will start. You'll hear a countdown and it will start. What I like to do is set a timer on my phone so I can see how long the beat is going. Because remember, I have it at 200. So I set the timer. I'll set the timer. Let's go to, so once I hit the intro, is going to start. So let's hit intro. 2, 3, now start the timer. Let's go hook. Hook again. All right, let's go to our verse 1. Let's go to verse 2. Now let's bring it back to the hook. All right, let's go to verse 2. And now let's go to verse 3. And then we're going to end it off with the bridge. And now let's play the hook. One more hook. And that's it. Let's end it now. All right, so that's our whole track right there. Doing it with the clip matrix, real simple. If I wasn't talking to you, this would have been done in like 3 to 5 minutes, all right, after I make my beat. So what I need to do now, I can bring back the settings, show this, the arranger, so we can play the arranger. All right, so let's go back to main. Let's go to the matrix right here. Let's hit play. And there go everything right there. That's my whole beat right there. Yeah. All right, and that's basically it, man. All right, so right here where it says 115, that's where we're gonna stop it. So remember, we added on 200, so let's go to main, and let's bring this down to 115. Do it. All right, and let's go back in here, stop on 115. All right, we can do 114. Let's do 114, so 114 right there, good. All right, so clip matrix, that's it, man. All right, that's the full beat right there. And now, if you want to take that full beat and create like a WAV file or an MP3 file, the way to do it, all you got to remember, I always like to keep my main stuff right here. What to remember when bouncing it out, to like, so you can play it on your phone or play it in your car or wherever. You'll go to you'll go to menu, you'll go to save, you'll go to audio mix down. Once you go to audio mix down, you'll go to, if you want to stem it out, you can separate the tracks right here. Or if you want the whole full thing that you just did, just leave just that check, right? To stem it out, to get like the all 7 tracks that I had, you will have to hit that. But if you just want the one track with everything on it, leave it like that. But the thing to remember, if you do it the way that I do it, always remember the start bar is at 9. Remember, the start bar is on 9. So this is where it's starting. That's the only thing you got to remember. So you go to menu, save, audio mix down, start bar is at 9. Whatever you want to do here, if you want to create your MP3 or your wave, whatever you want to do, your bit depth, whatever you want to do, the 32 or the 26, 16, 8, whatever you want to do, right? Whatever you want to do, if you want to do the sample rate, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Then you'll hit export. Once you hit export, you'll have the file. It will ask you where you want to save it. I would recommend to save it on the SD card. Don't save it on the internal because then you got to connect it to your computer to get it off. I would recommend to save it to the SD card. That way you can take the SD card out and do whatever you want to do with it. You can put it in your computer and transfer it that way. All right, that's what I would recommend. But you can do what you want to do. But that's what I recommend. And then you just hit export, right? After you finish mixing and doing whatever you want to do. So let me just show y'all. Export. I'll name it. Hold on, let's go back. Let me put it on my SD card. Let's do a type beat. Melodic type beat. You see how many of them shits I got? I got a lot of them, man. And this just the other SD card. It's not the original one, right? So what I like to do is just name my stuff whatever you want to name it, right? Let me go ahead and name it. Then what I do, I just hit save. And now it's saving everything to my SD card. I ain't gonna let you sit through it, but it don't take that long. All right, so now once we go to our SD card, you'll go to load, places, my SD card. All right, type beat, I had it in. Right here, there you go. That's the beat we just created. All right, you get it. So then you can take your SD card out and put it in your computer, transfer it to wherever you want to transfer it, and you good, all right? That's it. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. As always, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. We out. Peace.